Okay, guys, I want to give you a quick scene by scene play of what's going to be like for the squeeze. All right. When we start actually squeezing, you're going to feel joy. You're going to feel ecstasy. You're going to be euphoric, and it's warmth. It's finally a relief that this thing is actually happening, and your thesis was correct. You're actually seeing the fruits of your labor actually manifesting, and there's a cathartic release to that, and it's going to be wonderful. It's a warm feeling, and it's going to be coupled with anxiety and for others complacency. We're expecting some kind of market correction. We're expecting some kind of a drop in price. And during this time, which is going to coincide with what's happening with us through the squeeze, they have strategic reserves of shares they're going to use, and they're going to try to do everything to freak you out. You know this. We talked about it. Hold, hold throughout everything. Wave. That first wave is like Normandy, right? You're in Utah Beach. Wait for that first crash. Wait for the market halts. The first wave of FUD, whatever else they might throw at you. And after Normandy, you get into mainland France, if you will. And as the higher the numbers go, the more fearful you become. And this is where your convictions really need to stick. All right, guys, stick to your convictions. But this is the beginning. This is what it feels like. And let's talk about the middle, part two. Now, this is weeks, months into the play. Remember, this is an infinity squeeze. There is no arc. There is no precipice, right? Um, there's no climax. It just keeps rising. It just keeps going. And that's why I keep telling people, don't sell yourself short. Don't sell yourself short. Wait till you get those astronomical numbers. If the 100,000 is broken, you can expect this thing to go to a million. It has the potential to go to $1 million a share. I promise you. If you break, make me that promise. Make me that deal. If it breaks $100,000, wait with me and see if we can go to a million. Okay, because if we can go to a million, I mean everybody makes up. Everybody makes money on this. Everybody eats. This is where most people will freak out, right, in the beginning, but then all the paper hands are gone, and it's just left to us, the diamond hands. And remember, this is not a regular squeeze. They can't suppress us forever, like they did normally. At one point, they're all just going to be vaporized. There's nobody left, and that price is just going to go. It's just going to go like a runaway train, and that's what we want. We want to see that everyday climbing, everyday climbing. Few sellouts, but everyday climbing. They can halt it for 20 to 30 days, and during that time, that's your vacation. That's where you can chill out, not worry about anything. And this is where the risk and it's just, I mean, it's over for those guys, but the bleeding is uncontrollable. They have to come out with cash. They start getting liquidated, or their long positions get liquidated, and they take over everything. The DTC takes over the shorting hedge funds assets, right? The risk management guys are out. They're fired. They're gone because once that price hits a return, a line of no return, it's over. And that's when everybody's just more or less packing their stuff out of their office and doing the perp walk like we saw Lehman do 2008 when everyone was leaving. So keep that in mind. That's part two. This is where you're going to start getting the wheels in your head turning and thinking about leaving. Don't leave. Wait it out. If we can break 100,000, we can hit a million. If we can break 100,000, we can break a million. All right. Thank you, guys. Next video. I think, you know what? Let's talk about the parabolic arcs. This is something that you're not going to see. You're going to see these sorts of things in a uh, uh, regular squeeze, like a short squeeze, maybe. But this is one. It's just going to keep going. This is the arch right here, and the cell. This won't happen to us for way higher, like in the hundreds, thousands. That's not going to happen until way later. So keep that in mind. You don't have to worry about it now, but I think this is what the actual squeeze is going to look like. It's just going to be growth, boom, 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 boom. And I always use the analogy that it's like playing that mountaineering game on The Price is Right, like the yodeling guy. So keep that in mind. Let's go to the next one, the exit strategy. So what is an exit strategy? We all know what an exit strategy is. We don't need to do it. We don't need to get that's too much time into it. You know how I feel about it. Selling under 100,000 is stupidity. It's a meager amount. It has the potential to break high numbers. We've proven that through our thesis in multiple videos, multiple posts, and of course the space call. There's nothing that needs to be said about that at this point. Even if we have a 40% chance of error, this will still break 100,000. Keep that in mind. You heard that correctly. Even if all of our data, the data that me and Kyle collected, was 40% wrong, we'll still break $100,000, which is astronomical. It's great. None of the data that we're going to be seeing is correct. You know this. I don't have to tell you this. You know about it. It's manufactured. It doesn't reflect reality. They control the data. It's all part and parcel of the big exit strategy that they have first plan is to get us out in and early, right? We want to understand a couple things before we exit. That everything that we are seeing is layers of lies and deceptions that have been conditioning us for the past year, right? So some of your theses, some of your understandings from what you have learned over the past 11 months, 12 months is actually based off of lies. And I'm going to tell you about it now because some of your thesis, some of your what you think is fact is actually not fact. It's actually bullshit. And you're basing your thesis on that lie. That thing that you saw, whatever somebody commented on that thinks they know. Okay. All that stuff is made up. It's not real. Okay. So wait it out like everybody else, and you'll be fine. You'll be free to sell at a high price and really make some money. Hey, Alpha Boston signing out. Thanks.